Guys, welcome back. On today's episode, we're going to take a little trip to France. We're making Croque Monsieurs. Let's get cooking. I'm a private chef, cook for money, yeah. Alright guys, a Croque Monsieur. Honestly, this was the best thing I ate while I was in France. I'm going to try to recreate it. To start, we have to make a bechamel sauce. A bechamel should be in everyone's back pocket. You need flour, butter, equal portions, and then either half and half or whole milk. And then salt, pepper, of course. We're going to get this pan onto medium heat. A bechamel always starts by making a roux. What is a roux? A roux is equal parts fat and flour. You can use any fat. It doesn't necessarily have to be butter. In this case, it is. I'm going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we're going to match that with flour. We're going with a blonder. We want to keep it white. So we're just toasting the flour, cooking the raw flavor out of it. We're going to get this stirred together. And this is going to go for about 3 minutes just to cook the harshness out of the flour. You'll see it start bubbling. See it start changing color. We don't want it to get any darker than that. That's as good as we want for the bechamel sauce. Now we'll slowly start adding milk in. You're gonna see it's gonna clump up. You're gonna go, uh-oh, what's going on? And people go, oh, I fucked up, I ruined it. No, you didn't. You gotta slowly keep adding milk. Boom. I want this pretty thick for the purpose of using for a Croque Monsieur. With this, guys, boom, beautiful. If you take a spoon, you draw a line through it, you want to see 2 big sides on each of that line. That's how you know it's a nice thick sauce. Plenty of salt, and then pepper. And for the purposes of this Croque Monsieur, for the purposes of the Croque Monsieur, I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese into that bechamel sauce. Uh-oh. And there we go. There's our bechamel. Put that off to the side. Move on to the next step. We're using gruyere cheese. It's similar to a Swiss cheese. Essentially, it's Swiss cheese, but they age it longer.
Medium-high heat. Butter goes in the pan. We're using white bread, like I said. This thinly sliced, your standard white bread, nothing fancy. I'm gonna cut the crust off. In France, they cut the crust off. They lost all their wars because they cut their damn crust off. You know, all the crust makes you strong. My dad used to say, if you wanna learn how to whistle, you gotta eat your crust. That's from eating crust, kids. And then the bread goes right into the butter. We're gonna start toasting it. I wanna toast them on both sides. The bechamel I made, that's gonna go in. On each side, you get a little bit of bechamel. We're going with our ham. And this is not traditional, I'm breaking the rules here. I'm going with a little bit of prosciutto. Boom. Get our gruyere cheese, go on either side, get a nice base of cheese on there. And now, don't touch it, let that go. A little black pepper. That is a big Croque Monsieur, I'll tell you that. You're probably saying, ah, that looks beautiful, that looks done. No, but wait, there's more. Billy Mays, rest in peace, what a legend. We top it with gruyere cheese. You want a layer of gruyere on top. We pop it in the oven under the broiler until we have a nice crust on top, about 3 minutes under high broil. Bubbling, that's perfect, that's ready to go. Let's slide that off, it's gonna be hotter than hell. I don't have tongs, so I'm gonna just do, that was a bad idea. Nice. Look at that, you guys. That's how it should look. Cut through. Nice and crunchy and crispy, and then you have that brulee cheese on top. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a Croque Monsieur. And it's burning my hands. Let's go in for a bite. All right, guys, that's gonna do for this episode. That's the Croque Monsieur. I'll see you next time. I'm Donny. Peace.